For years, I've struggled with identity crisis to a point that I didn't know who I am. And I saw how that affected my life in so many ways, how I missed out a lot of opportunities because I felt as if I wasn't enough. And I see it in many people, like in many people's lives, many people don't know who they are. They're just chasing the wind, they're just tying their identity to everything. I see it in young people who are trying to gain identity by joining a certain group or crew so that they may feel. I see it when people are buying clothes, they are buying clothes just to make them feel special, to make them feel enough. And a lot of people do that often, even without realizing that the problem is lack of identity. Identity crisis is something that is, we don't pay attention to so much. We realize when it's almost too late, where when things get worse, we don't catch it early. So if I was to ask you the question, who are you? Who are you? What would be your answer? So if you say I'm a doctor, no, that's not who you are, that's what you do. If you tell me your name, that's just your name you are called by, but that's not who you are. If you mention you are a business person, you are a father, that's your role, you are this and that. Who are you? Those are not answers, are not the real answers. So if you can't answer this question, then you are suffering from identity crisis. You need to know who you are. The danger that is in not knowing who you are or lack of identity is that it places a lead on your potential, on what you can do. So you may be even successful to a certain extent, you may even be seem to be doing well, but if you don't realize your true identity, who you really are, you will never become who God created you to be. You will never fulfill your full potential. It's when you realize that identity that you become bored, like you even stop comparing yourself to others because you know that you are uniquely designed and you are uniquely yourself. So that was my journey, and that's been my journey where I struggled so much with this without even realize. So these are secret battles that I had until I got to discover myself. I got to discover myself through the scriptures, through what God says I am, because I am fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. What does that mean? I am the image of God. I'm God's representative on earth. So going deep into that, it's so empowering and so freeing, knowing that I am uniquely myself, that I am who I am, and there will never be anyone like me, and there's never been anyone like me. I am the only me that will ever be. So are you. You are the only you that will ever be. But you need to discover who that you is. You need to discover that, because until if you don't discover, then it will place a lead on your potential. But just to give you an insight, maybe just to help you get started, you are the image of God. You are the image of God, created to have dominion on earth. What does that mean? The image of God, which means you are God's representative on earth. And when God looks into a mirror, he sees you. When God looks into a mirror, he sees you. You are the image of God. In other words, what you learn about God, you are. When you discover the revelation of who God is the revelation of who you are. So if you want to really know yourself, if you want to really know your identity, you have to know who God is. By knowing who God is, you are getting to know yourself. No wonder believing in God is also believing in yourself. So to truly believe in yourself, to properly believe in yourself, you need to know who God is. You need to believe in God because he created you in his own image and after his likeness. So my question comes, who are you? When they ask you this question, who are you? How do you answer it? For me, I am the image of God, created to represent him here on earth. And there is so much more to get deeper into that. If you want to get coached to go through the Identity Lab, the coaching program that I do, I'm telling you, it's going to help you a lot. You are the image of God, created to represent God on earth. You are here to reflect the nature and character of who God is. Identity is so powerful. It's so powerful. It's so powerful. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.